Okay, so I think we can start. Thank you everyone for joining. Welcome to the product update webinar for the Safetica Next. You already know the David Klima, our SaaS product manager, and my name is Marek Haleš, and I'm new SaaS growth manager in Safetica. Time range for this webinar is approximately 35 minutes. Q&A session will be held at the end of this webinar. And if you have any questions, please feel free to submit them via the app in the tab questions. Recording and this presentation will be provided to you after this webinar. So allow me to introduce myself properly. So you are going to know to whom you are dealing. My name is Marek Haleš and I'm new SaaS growth manager in Safetica since this year. I have experience in sales and in IT for several years. Here are contact info on myself. So when you need some documents or when you have some questions regarding Next, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here to help you to be successful with the Safetica Next. And what can you expect from this session? Agenda is divided in 4 main areas. First one, we are going through the Safetica products to know what are key benefits of the Safetica Next. In the second part, you can expect some product news and product demo. In third part, we have some news for you, for our partners. So we are going through this. And as I said, at the end of this webinar, we are going to have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, please feel free to submit it via the app. Safetica helps all types of companies with security for over 10 years now. And in order to help all organizations, we developed a new product to complete our portfolio. As you already know, we have two product lines, Safetica One and Safetica Next. Both products are developed in order to help all organizations which are worrying about their data loss regardless of size. The goal for both products is the same: make data protection effortless and without compromising. Safetica One, as you already know, is on-prem solution, and in Safetica Next, we used a completely different approach. Based on market requirements, the Safetica Next is a SaaS solution hosted in cloud. So the Safetica Next is the easiest SaaS insider threat prevention. Safetica One is more robust solution with restrictions. On the other hand, the Safetica Next is for customers who are preferring cloud solutions, speed, and modern technologies such as machine learning, which are present in Safetica Next. So Safetica One and Safetica Next are completely different products for little bit different types of companies. Now it's time to talk about Safetica Next more in the detail, and we will start with the benefits. So Safetica Next is focusing on rapid time to value and flexible billing pay as you go, together with control over valuable assets with a discovery and audit. Of course, Safetica Next meeting regulatory compliance such as the GDPR, HIPAA, or others. It also has a unique time-saving approach with holistic risk classification and learning capabilities. Full parametric coverage is also included, and from start, it is multi-platform on both Windows 10 and Mac OS. The Safetica Next has a mature architecture with a security-first approach and high temper protection on the endpoints. The biggest key benefit of Safetica Next is short time to value. This means rapid implementation on endpoint and assessing data since day one. The implementation is made out of three steps. The first one, the customer's environment is automatically deployed in cloud, and that is matter of minutes, not so really short time. After that, you are able to install Safetica applications on endpoints remotely, and then you are ready to audit your data and alert incidents with the Safetica Next. The incident detection is based on auto-anomaly detection, native logic, and continuous learning. And of course, we have three-level risk classification of the processes, so you know with how risk you are dealing with. So now I'm heading out the word to the David.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you, Marek, for a quick refresh about Safetica Next, and I will follow up with product updates. Let me just turn on the screen sharing. Yeah, ready to go. So as Mark mentioned, I'm the product manager in Safetica, responsible for SaaS transformation. And the next 15 minutes, I'll give you an update about what we did past 2 months. I will start with a quick refresh about the major changes. Obviously, we've done lots of small stuff, but those are the most significant. And I will also demo every single point here next few minutes. So quickly, Safety Connect is our prevention solution. So past 2 months, we did a lot concerning our content inspection module. As you probably remember, we have started some time ago with a module which didn't allow any customization, and it changed. Right now, we can basically, amend the scanning process by our own settings. Also, our smart scanning technology and the detection logic, which is kind of running behind the scene in the product, also got some changes. We introduced, second automated module aimed on of work hours. So I'll talk about it as well. And there is also another context how we, analyze the risk from user perspective, and there is also new change. We risk scoring users and provide certain context about why we did that. The last point is about direct access. We have opened the door for providing access for end users. So in case that you want to provide access directly into Safetica Next for a customer, you can do so right now because this feature is available. So that was quickly in a nutshell about major changes, and let's look on those changes live. I will start on this login page, so I'll take it from the bottom. This is about the direct access. As you can see, this login page is pointing on Safetica Next, not Hub. I'm having this testing user, which is pointing on one particular customer, one tenant. So let's look how this is look like. As you can see, I'm not joining or logging in through the hub. I'm directly pointed into Safetica Next, and basically in the role of end user customer, I can go and browse through and gain the information. Currently, this role is kind of all you can eat. So you can, first of all, visit all modules and obviously also do all settings. So it's not only read permission, but also write permission. So just the precaution, if this access is provided, it should be granted for users which are, let's say, well-trained. Concerning our smart scanning technology and detection logic, let's start with this new module in our smart scanning process. As you probably remember, on the last webinar, I was talking about our first automated module, which is kind of validating web domains and deciding if the web domains are safe or not. And based on some outcomes, we basically changing the risk accordingly. We have introduced a second module, which is looking on the events from the time perspective. Currently, this is working on the company level, so we have basically predefined time perimeter between midnight and 6 a.m. And basically, any events performed by users within this time frame or time period are receiving one level up risk scoring. The other change from user perspective is about user scoring. So as you can see, we have also introduced this module some time in the past. Right now we have this additional column available, and here we finally, working with the list slightly better. Right now you can basically leverage this additional information and use it for some follow-up steps within the company, provide some guidance, and basically you're getting information who is handling most sensitive data. The logic is basically using within the algorithm certain conditions. The priority one is ratio between the complete number of events which that person did and the events which were evaluated as incident. So as you can see, this gentleman here is right on the top because the ratio is 100%. But there are also other conditions in the game. For example, the ratio between number of incidents versus the company average, and also some other conditions. So each condition has certain weight, and then you get your results. The major change which we spend lots of time with is in the content scanning technology. Also, as you probably remember, some of you, we have released this new content inspection module. It's now called sensitive data. And currently we're using 3 predefined data categories, which couldn't be changed anyhow. So they were in the first version completely predefined, packed with lots of configuration, and we were categorizing data and events accordingly. Right now, you can basically go and turn them into your own categories and basically override the settings completely. So as you can see, in my case, I changed all those categories to my own. For example, this one is aiming on GDPR stuff, and the other 2 are, let's say, validating or fetching for some really sensitive documents which are somehow precious to me, and I want to know that something's happening with them. So let's look how the configuration looks like. The configuration comes with 2-level advancing or 2-level configuration. On the first level, on the data category level, you're basically specifying how wide you want to go with that category. So what do you want to scan? What do you want to fetch? You can obviously advance this setting through those definitions variously. In my case, for example, in case of GDPR, as you can see, I'm setting up the definitions through the standard stuff. So every single definition somehow represents certain type of data which can identify actual user. But in other category, for example, industrial documents, I took slightly different approach. Positioning the definitions based on particular documents which are somehow often used in the company and they hold sensitive information. So The first level, just to repeat, is about how wide you want to go. It's not about the accuracy and the actual configuration yet. That's happening on the second level. So let's look on that one. So for example, let me pick this email address definition. Yeah, on the second level, you are already specifying the actual configuration, how deep you want to go, and what that definition should represent. So in this case, you're working with we call it conditions, and in this case, I'm having two conditions available. One is using built-in algorithm, which is representing email address, where we in quite high accuracy can recognize that this is an email. And because I want to have that slightly more accurate, I'm combining this condition with second condition, which is keyword, and I'm using the word email. Obviously, in this place, or in case of definition, all those conditions need to be effective. So between all conditions, an AND operator, logical operator. So basically, once we scanning and both those conditions are fulfilled, the definition is set as active, and then obviously it means that we tagging the event accordingly by this category tag. The last thing, which is changing the accuracy, is threshold. So this is basically defining how many times that set of conditions needs to occur during the scanning process, again, to make the definition effective. So as you can see, in this case, I changed the threshold to 5 to make it more accurate and, let's say, fix some false positives. So that was quickly about our content scanning module. And let me switch back to the presentation. I'll follow up with our short-term roadmap next 2 months. So as you can see, we are planning a new feature, which is gonna, let's say, make more interesting and more useful our response domain. That was actually communicated on the last webinar. So, with the regular reports, there is a slight delay, but there is reasoning. We're still picking up some feedback, preparing for it. But having the report over the email, in this case, some kind of one-pager, is our priority. So this is going to definitely be available within upcoming 2 months. Also, in content scanning inspection module, as you saw also on the demo, we still have lots of great ideas and also feedback. So we would like to give some space here as well and do some changes. There will be great features like OCR available. We would like to definitely allow settings for regular expressions. Also, the file types we support right now are in a matter of tens of different file types, and we would like to go up to hundreds. So lots of different file categories will be supported. And also, we would like to be multi-platform. So currently we're supporting content inspection for Microsoft Windows. We want to change that. Those 2 months, we still concentrate on Mac OS. At the end of September, we are gonna have all the stuff we have delivered and all the stuff we are planning to support in Mac OS as well. Enhanced rescoring. Again, this is about our smart scanning technology. Currently, we have 2 automated modules available, web domain and of work hours. And we would like to have 2 more modules available. One will be kind of concerned with devices. So we will recognize devices which are new to the perimeter or which are, let's say, known, and change the scoring accordingly. The other module will be about email domain. So again, we will check if the emails are somehow known and safe or unknown and therefore somehow suspicious. And the last bit is about processes. This is more going towards MSP partners and how they can quickly and pleasantly work with the product from process perspective. So first of all, we would like to faster and put into the self-service domain the whole subscription and ordering process. and also account management, which is kind of related with this direct access. Basically, we will put all the settings into the hub, and you will be able to master, the access rights for your colleagues within the company and for your customers on your own. So that was quickly about the major changes. Just to highlight, we releasing every week. So lots of this stuff and also some small stuff will be released continually. So you can observe and watch our release notes. And obviously, feel free to test the stuff. If you don't have the access yet, feel free to contact Marek or myself, and we can organize it. And with this one, I'm finished. I'm passing word back to Marek. Thank you.
Thank you, David, for the superb product demo. I just So now it's time to go through all news which Safetica has for you, for our partners. On our brand cloud, which you already know, they are supporting new supporting documents such as redesigned data sheets or new proof of concepts. Here you can see some new documents. On the left, you can see datasheet, and on the right, you can see new proof of concept. And we have completely redesigned all supporting documents based on your feedback. So the supporting documents are on BrandCon for you. You are more than welcome to use them, to use them with your customers. If you will miss something, or you don't know where something is, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here for you, and I'm going to help you. Contact info is on the beginning of this presentation, and you will get it also in the follow-up email after this webinar. The other big news which we have for you is this learning course for the Safetica Next. This course is made based on partners' feedback. That is something like this is needed, and we are listening to your feedback. And this course is a result of this listening. 68 partners already finished this course, and another 47 have this course in work. And thank you all for the finishing this course. And I believe that it gave you an important knowledge, and it helped you more understand the Safetica Next. After this webinar, there are going to be individual follow-ups with all partners to help you, to answer your questions, and of course demo the product. If you are interested in the demo, just feel free to contact me, and I will organize a demo session for you. You can also use our contact form on our websites on the address safeticannextcom/product safetica.com/products/Safetica Next. And you can fill out your question there, and we will answer it. So that's all from this webinar, and now it's time to go through your questions in the Q&A session.
Okay, so it seems that we don't have any questions actually, so I think we can wrap up. Actually, hang on. There is something. That's for me. Linux OS. Let me double check. Yeah. Is there a plan to support Linux OS in the future? The answer is yes. We don't have any, yet we have, let's say, certain discussions about it. Currently, we want to basically, because we want to be multi-platform, obviously, we aiming on mobile platforms first, having at least Android and iOS available, and be discussing Linux most probably for the second half of next year or the follow-up year. But again, the exact time frame isn't available yet. Okay, so I think we can wrap up. Obviously, you received the presentation and you can play the demo and this webinar once more. So if you have any questions in upcoming days, you can contact Marek, as he mentioned, or myself, and yeah, we can follow up via email or on the call.
Okay, so I think we can end this webinar. So thank you all for joining and have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.